Queso, Joe Malillo, and meteorologist John Hickey with his 5-degree guarantee. This is WENY HD News.
Good morning, Twin Tiers. I'm Laura Queso.
And I'm Joe Malillo.
I'm John Hickey. Just another beautiful day out there. I mean, you could probably get a nice view out the window, huh? Nice, sunny, good start to the day. Not too cool either. Mid-40s, around 50 right now. On our way to 76 for a 5-degree guarantee.
Can't complain.
Nice stuff for sure. Let's take a look at the Crystal City sky cam this morning. Off to a nice sun-filled sky there as well in Corning. Temperature in Corning at the moment in the mid-40s, but you two on your way to a nice sunny afternoon and a warm one too. Here's what's going on in Elmira. Your current temperature stands at, we'll take a look after your weather headlines. Sunny streak continues for today, but we have some cooler temperatures on the way and some rain showers too. They begin tomorrow and continue into Mother's Day weekend. It turns much cooler, really falling off a cliff as we go to next week. We've been above average with our temperatures for about a week and a half now, going well below average as we look ahead towards the second half of this weekend and into next week. 46 your current temperature in Elmira, 47 Wellsboro, 50 Dansville, 51 in Corning, 50 to Penn, 52 in Ithaca, and 50 in Towanda. So lots of 50s going out there this morning. We spin the map around some other local temperatures, and it's more upper 40s and low 50s from Thurston to Lansing and over to Erin. One of the cool spots, though, in Mansfield stands at 43 degrees. Satellite and radar-wise, looking at some showers well to our south, mainly across the southern tier of Pennsylvania, but north of that, just seeing some cloud cover going in towards State College in Williamsport. Eventually, we see this cloud cover lifting north through the day, but I think it's going to take a while before we even see some of those high, thin cirrus clouds, probably waiting until, say, 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon. 5-degree guarantee for today, 76. And then notice it's not too cool tonight either. Lots of us hanging out in the upper 40s to right around 50 degrees as you're getting going on your Wednesday. But some changes are on the way. We've been advertising this now starting from yesterday, and it's the same weather story today. High pressure that's been protecting us all last week and the start of this week, and over the weekend too, gives us the sunshine. But looking down to the south, there's your area of low pressure, and there's the showers and the clouds with it, making a slow northward move. Eventually, we see some of those showers coming through for tomorrow and then more for Thursday. We'll time them out for you here using Future Track today. The sunshine going for you out there this morning, but here we go to noontime. Southern portions of the northern tier, some high, thin cirrus clouds, and they continue to make a northward march from there. So your mostly sun-filled skies this morning, becoming more of a faded sun this afternoon as those clouds continue to thicken up. We go through tonight, becoming mostly cloudy. We start your morning off tomorrow dry, but then we start to increase the shower chances going into the afternoon. Future Track even picking up on perhaps some embedded rumbles of thunder in here. So rumbles of thunder are a possibility, but a full-blown bona fide thunderstorm seems out of the cards for now. We'll quiet it down for portions of Thursday, but more showers and perhaps some more rumbles of thunder for you in the afternoon. Interactive Sky Tracker 7-day forecast. Temperatures a little bit cooler Wednesday into Saturday, but notice how much cooler we get going into next week. Will be well below average Sunday and Monday.
All right, thanks, John. We do have breaking news overnight out of the city of Elmira. Police were called to 422 Linden Place on the city's east side just before 2 this morning for reported gunshots. Now, we spoke to police just minutes ago, and they say 2 suspects are in custody being questioned right now. After an investigation, they found an apparent home invasion, and they did locate personal property around the neighborhood. Again, the 2 suspects are being questioned right now by police. More info as it becomes available this morning.
Well, after some debate, Corning City Council wants to see the community has to say about overriding a 2% tax cap. There hasn't been any specific plans to go over the cap, but opponents worried that even scheduling a hearing is sending the wrong message. Corning City Council members wanted to clear up what exactly this resolution means. Mayor Negri said last night the vote was only a vote to have a public hearing. After a hearing, the City Council will then be able to discuss overriding the cap. It would then move to a public vote.
It's not an approval of the budget. It's not approval of overriding the tax cap. It's not an approval of the items that we had on the charter that we're changing. It's none of that. It's just scheduling a public meeting.
I believe the public deserves an opportunity to be heard. I am not in favor of exceeding the 2% cap.
The public hearing is scheduled for May 20th.
Now to an update on that Addison fire we broke yesterday right here on Good Morning Twin Tiers. An elderly couple is dead and 3 others injured this morning. 80-year-old Thomas Elliott and his wife, 78-year-old Lucinda, died in that fire. And we're now told that Elliott's 2 daughters and a son-in-law suffered non-life-threatening injuries while they were trying to save the victims. All 3 were taken to Corning Hospital. Flames broke out at the home on John Weil Road around 3:30 Monday morning. The house was completely destroyed. State police fire investigators were on scene throughout the day, and they have not yet determined the cause.
Well, an update on Sunday's double shooting in Bradford County. The coroner has ruled it a murder-suicide. After completing autopsies, the Bradford County coroner ruled 24-year-old mother of 2, Tisha Rico, was killed by gunshots to the head and back. The father of Rico's 1-month-old baby, 44-year-old Curtis Kissman, died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Both were found at Rico's home on Main Street in Canton. Rico was pronounced dead at the scene, and Kissman died late last night at Robert Packer Hospital.
Construction on Elmira's East Church Street is now pushed back a week. The work will start Monday, May 20th, so that paving work can be completed on several other north side streets. Now, as we reported, the City Council approved reconstruction of the road and sidewalks on East Church Street. That's from Clemens Center Parkway to Madison Ave. The project is expected to take about 16 weeks, and drivers should plan for traffic delays. 80% of the project will be paid for with federal funds, 15% in state funding. City Council also voted to apply for funding for the proposed roundabout on North Main Street.
Well, a technological breakthrough is raising eyebrows on Capitol Hill in Washington. Senator Chuck Schumer is pleading with his fellow senators to vote to extend a ban on undetectable firearms after a Texas company made a fully functional gun out of plastic with a 3D printer. Defense Distributed is that nonprofit group based in Texas, made the gun called the Liberator. All 16 parts are from a tough, heat-resistant plastic, making it undetectable by walk-through metal detectors. The company replaced one of the parts with metal to make it detectable and comply with existing laws, but Schumer and other critics point out someone can easily replace the metal part with a plastic one.
Well, the nation's first Secretary of Homeland Security is speaking out about the Boston bombings, saying law enforcement could have done more to stop the attack.
Washington Bureau Chief Jacqueline Policastro sat down with Tom Ridge. Tonight she tells us about a new warning.
As Congress looks into the Boston bombings this week, Tom Ridge is warning about a new grassroots type of terrorism. He says the FBI should have taken tips from Russian officials more seriously.
The Kremlin's not on a speed dial to the FBI, so is that in and of itself enough to suggest you kind of put your eyes on him for a while? And even if you lose sight of him, do you want to know if he travels outside the country and he comes back, where's he going, kind of wonder what he's doing? I think there's clearly some gaps that we're going to discover that had less to do with the 2 individuals and more to do with the failure of, again, 10+ years later, the accumulation of information but not being appropriately shared between 3 or 4 government agencies. And perhaps certain agencies didn't lean forward enough, didn't use enough of their own discretion. They kind of checked the box, oh, we've kind of complied, but didn't use their common sense to take a look at other things.
President Obama backed the FBI's handling of the case, but Ridge is calling the attacks a failure of the system. He says our nation has been extremely fortunate in the years since 9/11. Reporting in Washington, I'm Jacqueline Policastro.
Now, Jacqueline also spoke to Ridge about immigration for the D.C. Bureau's special report, Immigration, the Border, and Beyond, airing later this month. Now, 3 Cleveland women who went missing some 10 years ago are recovering in the hospital this morning.
That's right, and now police search for answers on why suspects may have kept them tied up inside. Devin Dwyer has more.
3 missing women, 3 cold cases, now astonishingly solved.
Michelle Knight, Amanda Berry, and Gina DeJesus have all been located.
They were discovered in this house on a sleepy Cleveland street. A neighbor eating at McDonald's heard a woman scream for help.
And I look and I see this girl, and she just going nuts on the door. We had to kick open the bottom. Luckily on that door was aluminum, it was cheap. And she climbed out with her daughter. She went to my house, we called 911.
Hello, please. Help me, I'm Amanda Berry. I've been kidnapped and I've been missing for 10 years, and I'm here, I'm free now.
Amanda Berry vanished in 2003, the day before her 17th birthday. She's now 27. Inside the house, police found Gina De Jesus, missing since age 14, and Michelle Knight, who disappeared in 2002 when she was 21. All are being examined for possible abuse at a Cleveland hospital.
Currently, they're safe. We're in the process of evaluating their medical needs. They appear to be in fair condition at the moment.
Police say 3 Hispanic brothers in their 50s are in custody as investigators now search the home for evidence. Neighbors who knew one of the suspects, the home's owner, say he was a normal guy.
He's somebody that you look and you look away because he's not doing nothing but the average stuff. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing exciting about him. Well, until today.
Wow, and the woman and a 6-year-old also found in the home are now happily reunited with their relatives who say their prayers have been answered.
All right, let's take a look at some of the stories you'll be reading in today's Star-Gazette. Our media partner covers a report that says fracking would boost upstate incomes. Elmira will shine after 2 cleanups. An Elmira Heights musician gets an album plus a fiance. And Governor Cuomo continues to fight for women's rights. And when you read the Star-Gazette, make sure to check out John's 5-degree guarantee.
All right, 6:43 right now. Coming up after the break, the latest prom and wedding trends. We have a handful of beautiful models in studio to show off the hottest prom trends this season.
But first, here's your Bloomberg Business Report.
He was going to say awesome.
I was going to say, get ready.